Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we are here looking at, Trump trying to seal it in so he doesn't have to run again because he knows he's not going to win if he does. Because his big beastly bitch is hated by the nation. He's still got some hardcore followers who are so brain dead and brain broken they don't know a damn thing. And will argue to this very day he is Jesus incarnate. But, yeah, he's evil as all as it gets. Now, we'll start off here with this video because I want to remind you all of something here.
The race for the White House is, of course, heating up with less than 100 days to go before the election. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump both spent the weekend on the campaign trail. ABC's Christine Cordero has the latest.
Good morning. Both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump have sharpened their attacks on each other. This
is during, of course, the campaign, but I want to remind you of something he has said here.
Despite the party's support and record-breaking donations, more than $200 million raised since entering the race, likely Democratic presidential nominee Vice President Kamala Harris considers herself an underdog.
We're the underdogs in this race. But this is a people-powered campaign. And we have momentum.
In Minnesota, former President Donald Trump continued his attacks on President Biden before turning to his new opponent. But these remarks from Trump got the most attention.
You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
Congressional.
Right there. Got to get out to vote. In 4 years, we'll have it fixed so good you won't have to get out again and vote. Yeah. Just more evidence of him saying that. And I kept trying to tell people when he said this, pay attention to it. But, of course, no one listens to me when I tell them. But now what's going on? He's trying to redraw districts ahead of 2026 midterms. They won't happen until part of the way into 2026, and we won't even get an election until toward the end of that year in November. But he wants to already rig it so he can rig it for himself personally, because he knows Democrats will try to foil him at every angle. He is literally, even with the House, the Senate, the presidency, he wants to try to seal it in because he knows his policies aren't liked. You look at his policies right now, and they're underwater. Every one of them. He's tried to go talk to Texas, along with a number of other states, but Texas is the one that seems the most willing to go, yeah, let's have a mid-cycle, mid-decade redistrict. Because they are, like Trump, corrupt. Now, yeah, wants more states to redraw House maps to help the GOP. Democrats, getting word of this, have started pushing back in other states of their own, saying if this happens in Texas, we'll redraw California to make it even more Democratic. Because, like in Texas, you may go, well, there's only so many Democrat seats. Same thing in California. There's still Republican seats, even though they aren't near as many. What they can do is start cutting them, redistricting. See, this is why I don't like redistricting in general. It's a bad thing. Especially redistricting's okay. It's gerrymandering. Which is essentially what this is wanting to be turned into, a gerrymander war. So you can set it up for the two parties to try to outdo the other. And again, I hate the fact that it's only a two-party issue in this nation when it comes to elections, because they are so against any other parties having power among them. Yeah. Going beyond Texas, they asked states as Missouri, and I know there's a number of others they looked at, but the Democrats are looking at places like California and others, so they can rip out. I know Maryland is looking at redistricting itself to try to kick out the only one Republican seat in that state. What Trump's doing is trying to set up an autocracy, a dictatorship. He told people, vote for me, and you won't have to vote again because we'll fix it so good in 4 years, you'll never have to vote again. Honestly, people should have been more concerned about that than they acted. But they were just, this is more of Trump's nonsense. No, we've seen over and over, it's at the point you cannot continue to just ignore and deny that he's wanting to do evil things. So yeah. Beyond Texas to help. Yeah, and Democrats are preparing to escalate, with one senator vowing to go nuclear if needed. See, he knows he has no shot of getting back in if he ends up going without staking things. But he wants power so badly, and the GOP is willing to kiss his behind so badly, they're willing to help him do it. And I'm tired of any of them claiming, oh, don't you believe in the Constitution? You clearly don't. You're willing to violate the hell out of it, burn it up, and take a dump on it. Yeah. This is something we need to keep a close eye on, because he clearly wants to do further damage to our nation. We're already going to suffer badly, and even if we do manage to squeeze him out and get somebody in there to fix things, it's going to take a lot of time, because he's screwed things over so much. I'm trying to control what I say. He's screwed things over so much. Yeah. It'll be a while. And honestly, I've already made a video on it, but I do think he and every elected Republican who took part in this, who are at the wheels of power, should be put on a Nuremberg trial. because honestly, it equivalates to what the Nazis did. I am so sick of these evil monsters. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this to attention. They're literally, let's play it back here.
Biden before turning to his new opponent. But these remarks from Trump got the most attention.
You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
Congressional Republicans.
Yeah, remember that. And look at what he is doing now. He is evil incarnate. So, yeah. Whether, I don't care if you are like, I don't like dealing with politics. Well, guess what? Politics don't care. They deal with you. You have got to get your head out of your behind and pay attention. Really. Anyway, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting these links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.